everyone, welcome to day 6 of Vlogmas, or should I say days 5 and 6, because I'm combining 2 days this time around. And let me tell you, yesterday ended in quite a bit of drama. It was a doozy of a day. It started off really nicely, but it ended with a lot. So I think I'll do a little story time in a couple minutes, but today is Friday. I have made my second cup of coffee for the day. I really need the caffeine today. I've been trying to get myself motivated because today I am getting my house in order. I'm a little bit behind this week on some cleaning and definitely on some laundry. So I've got laundry going. I'm changing beds this morning. And after our story time, I'm going to start tackling cleaning the house because I'm one of those people that finds it very difficult to sit down and relax and knit or just enjoy the weekend if my house is a mess. This morning, I caught up on the last 2 days of Advent stripes on my Cozy Knitter socks. And this is what they're looking like. They're so pretty. All of my favorite colors, purples and mauves, magenta. I'm loving it. And I'm very excited when I look at the skein of yarn to see some of the other colors peeking through. So I've done both of them. I fell a little bit behind yesterday. I brought my socks with me on our little road trip, but I had a bit of a headache in the car, and so I didn't really pick them up. I'm very happy that I'm all caught up with those. But let's do a little story time because, like I said, yesterday was a lot. So a couple of weeks ago, our toilet seat broke on the main floor, and Glenn was looking into getting a new one, and he said he wanted to go south of the border into the US to a Home Depot to pick one up there because I think it was about a third of the price, and even with the exchange rate, our Canadian dollar is terrible right now. It was still a good deal, and we like to take a trip down to Target, Trader Joe's, even the grocery store down there, just to see what they have that we can't get here. And we just thought it would be the perfect time of the year to look at some Christmas decorations, some treats, and Camden also really enjoys Dave's hot chicken. The last time we went, we had a nice lunch there, and so we thought for his birthday week, the three of us will just head down there and make a little bit of a day out of it. So we were having a wonderful day. Everything was going so smoothly. We didn't go crazy with shopping. We just went to a few really good stores that we like to visit. I loaded up on stocking stuffers for everyone in the house. So things were great. I even found some really perfect things that I've been thinking about for a while, and I'll share what I got in a minute. And we thought we were getting out nice and early. I think we crossed the border to come back into Canada around 4, so we thought it's not going to be a super late night. And a few minutes after we got into Canada again, the engine overheating light came on the dash, and after a couple minutes, Glenn finally found an exit to get off the highway. And as we were slowing down to come to a stop at the exit, the car went crazy. It was making some funny noises. There was smoke coming out from under the hood. It was very dramatic. I happened to be in the back seat for this trip, which I never ever am. Camden was in the front because he wanted to charge some of his devices that he was using. So I was just quietly in the back enjoying my ride when the chaos broke loose. Thank goodness Glenn was driving. I don't know what I would have done. I get quite stressed with car stuff. And Glenn is kind of a funny guy. He will get so stressed and annoyed with the little things, like if he misplaces his wallet in the house or his keys, or just little things like that really send him over the edge. But you give that man a highly stressful situation and he is so calm. I don't know how he does it, but he just managed. He knew exactly what to do. He couldn't move the car aside for a few moments. There was like a lock he had to unlock and we couldn't find something to unlock it, but he somehow managed to pull the car aside while tractor trailers, go buses, and cars were all stopped behind us. It was very stressful. And we were over 2 hours from home. I think it was about 2 hours and 20 minutes with the traffic, and it was not a good situation. So it was starting to get dark. We were in Beamsville. We had to look up where we were. But luckily, we have a CAA membership. I should be doing a sponsored ad right now. I am not. We have CAA, so Glenn called them. We got a tow. Luckily, we were in or within the limits of getting towed home because we were far. So all of that was arranged. We had to sit there at the side of the highway for, I think it was close to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And then they informed us that the only tow we could get within a reasonable amount of time could not bring us all home. So there were 3 of us and they could only fit 2 of us in the tow truck. So Camden and I went in the tow, stayed with the car, and thought we would get home first. Glenn was researching how to get home. I think the Uber from our location home would have been over $400. It was crazy. But I threw out a text to my sisters and their husbands, who are all amazing. I'm so lucky. And one of my brothers-in-law happened to be an hour from us at a work event. And the other one had said, I will come and get you if you need it. So we were covered. Glenn ended up getting an Uber to our brother-in-law, who was not too far away from us, and they came home together. So fortunate. In the end, they got home before we did, because the traffic on the 401, if you are from Toronto or anywhere near it, you know, the traffic was so bad, and this tow truck could not go super fast, so it was a bit of a long ride home. Glenn met us at the auto shop. We emptied the car and we finally got home. Everyone safe and sound with a story to tell, but what a night. So I don't know exactly what's wrong with my car. I have no idea how much it's going to cost. I'm anticipating a phone call today, bracing myself, because this could potentially be the most expensive trip that we've ever taken to go to like a Trader Joe's and Target. So anyways, the good news is I found some really good stuff on this trip. And what I like to do, especially in the past year or two, as I've been just trying to buy less and purge more for my house, I make a list in the Notes app on my phone of things that I really, really want or need for the house or for myself or for the kids. So I have this little list in my phone, and when we take a trip like this, I reference it on the way there, and I just remind myself of all the things I need and all the things I don't need. So not to pick up too much unnecessary stuff. And there were a couple of things on my list that I've been kind of searching for months, and I found them. So this was a highly successful trip in that regard. We went to Amherst, which has a really large plaza that we like. There's a Home Depot nearby, and there's a Trader Joe's there. So I really wanted to go to Trader Joe's to get a few candies and other things that we all really love, and especially James loves. Christina from Chelsea Yarns has given us a little package of treats whenever we see her at events, and she's gotten James hooked on these treats. I don't think that James watches these videos. James, if you are watching, please, first, I miss you, I love you, but please do not watch this next little bit because I don't want to ruin anything. So these Scandinavian swimmers from Trader Joe's are a huge favorite in our house. Both Glenn and James love them, so I bought quite a few packs to pop in their stockings, and also an extra pack or two for James to bring back to school with him. So I don't think I'm going to pull everything out, but I have 2 bags filled with mostly treats for stockings and a Kris Kringle gift that I picked up, and then a few things that we really like for the kitchen, so for the pantry. These squiggly noodles are so good. So I got a couple packs of those. I got some cinnamon coffee for us. And yeah, the rest are just treats. Candies, cookies, and a couple of like body butters and things like that. So that was a success. Sometimes I even bring a cooler and get things from the freezer section there because I love it so much, but this time we did not do that. Then we went to Target and I got just a couple of home things there, and I really wanted to try these because I've been seeing so many people talk about these Little Debbie Christmas cakes. So I got a pack of those. I got a pack of French vanilla marshmallows for hot cocoa. And then I got some home stuff. So I have been on the hunt for a new duvet cover or comforter for my bedroom for quite some time. During the Black Friday sales, I even found one that I was totally in love with on sale, but it was still super expensive. I think it was from Piglet in Bed. I'm not sure if that's what it's called, but I really wanted a gingham duvet cover. When I was walking through the aisles at Target, I found one, and I think it's beautiful. Oh, here it is. It's by Threshold, and it is like this sandy taupe colored gingham, and it has a comforter and 2 shams for a much, much better price. So I picked that up. While I was there, I thought I would pick up these 2 paisley stitch shams as well. They're not exactly the same color, but I really loved this kind of clay color, and I think it will just add a little bit of something to the mix. So I got those. Another little side story is that I have this little pouch that I keep my passports in. And on our way there, I was looking in the pouch to just make sure I had everything we needed to cross the border. And I found some American cash. And it's from our recent trip to Rhinebeck. I had some extra cash in there, and I never, ever do that. I never have extra money that I just find. My younger sister used to actually put like $20 in random wallets and purses that she had when we were young, just so that she would find these little surprises later on. And I used to be so annoyed by it because whenever I got gift money, I would spend it. I think my older sister and I, as soon as we had money, we would go buy a lip gloss, we would go to the bookstore. We just had ways to spend our money, but my younger sister was so good at saving her money and putting it aside. And I felt like her in this moment because I had quite a bit stashed in with my passport. And so later, when we were back at Target again, because we forgot something, I went back to the section and I found a sheet set, and I decided to use my hidden cash. I spent it, but I got the most beautiful set of flannel sheets that I've already washed and I've put on my bed. I filmed it, so you will have seen a little peek of them already. And I think they're going to be so perfect with my new bedding. So I'm very excited to clean my house today and get my new comforter out, set up the bed, figure out the pillow situation. Yeah, I think it's going to be really nice because I've been wanting to redo or refresh my bedroom for over a year now. And I think my plans for January are to paint my bedroom. And I cannot wait to make it the perfect cozy space again. So I think that's everything I got from Target. We went to Home Depot. Glenn got his toilet seat, or our toilet seat, which is not very exciting, but it is here. And while he was there, he found another one of these DeWalt cases on clearance. So we picked that up because he's been using them quite a bit to organize little things. And I think I found, it was 3 more things there to put in his Advent. So I'm getting close to completing his Advent gifts. Then I ran into the J. Crew outlet, and it was so cold there, so much colder than it is here. And there was a lot of snow kind of stacked up and plowed to the side. I could not believe how high the piles of snow were in the parking lot. and I was freezing. So I picked up this scarf because I have been wanting a narrow, cozy winter scarf that I can just throw on in a really bright color. This isn't super, super bright, but it kind of fit the requirements that I had on my list for a new scarf. And I actually had this one in my cart online during the Black Friday sales, but the shipping costs and the exchange and everything were just too much, so I didn't get it. So I was very excited to pop in there and find it. I think it's super pretty and cozy, and it definitely kept me warm throughout the day, and then while we had to sit in the car with no power for an hour. And then I think the last place we went was in the same little mall where Trader Joe's and J. Crew and Target were. There's the most beautiful HomeSense, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods. So we went in there because Glenn needed to find a little coat for himself. He found one, and I was just busy looking at all the little home sections, and I've been wanting some kind of tray basket that had a scalloped edge, and so I found this one. I think it's so pretty. I always love these types of baskets for coffee tables, kitchen tables, just everywhere. I love putting things in them and just keeping them out. So I love this one, and it was $9.99. And then this pillow, I could not resist this Kath Kidston pillow to put on my couch in the family room. I was just thinking the other day that it needed a pop of color and maybe something festive. And this is a really beautiful pillow. The quality of it is so nice. I think it's like a feather pillow. The back is cute. I love it. So it's by Kath Kidston. They had a whole bunch of different prints, but I just thought this one was really colorful and happy, and I love it. So at least it was a very successful trip. We had a delicious lunch. We found lots of goodies for our stockings, and I came home with things that were on my list. I don't think there's anything that I kind of veered off of the list from, which is really responsible of me. So I'm going to put all my stuff away, enjoy my coffee, have a little bit of a caffeine hit, because I'm going to tackle the upstairs today. I'm going to clean the bathrooms really well, vacuum, clean up the clutter, put Christmas gifts away in my closet, and get my new bedding set up. It's going to be a great start heading into the weekend, and I'm so excited to get my house in order. Quick midday check-in. I've been busy cleaning and organizing. I've got the bathrooms cleaned on the second floor, and I started setting up my bed. I do need to wash this comforter. I want to wash it and have it nice and clean before we use it, but I could not resist just setting it up to see what it looks like, and I love it. So I've got the new sheets on. They are flannel and cozy. The new gingham comforter. And this is the existing blanket that I had at the foot of the bed. I love it, and it kind of all works really nicely with one of my favorite fleece throws. I love this print, and I feel like it's all just coming together. I need to sort out the pillow situation. We have a king size bed, and I really don't like using king size pillows to sleep on. I don't know why. And every time I get a king size sheet set and I get the pillowcases, I'm disappointed. But I need to sort this out and figure out the pillows, because right now it's not happening, and I just want to pull it all together. So I'm very happy with my new bedding. I think it's going to be perfect. Now I just need to pick the color of paint for my room. I think I'm going to be doing an accent wall at the head of the bed and then paint a more neutral color in the rest of the room. So that's a project for January, but I feel like it is slowly coming together. I'm going to go grab some laundry in the basement, bring it up here, start folding, and then tackle the vacuuming and the rest of the cleaning this afternoon.